So, out of sheer boredom, or perhaps a bit of narcissism, I've decided to talk about my game collection. And the first thing I want to talk about is my arcade cabinet, Chase H.Q.
Chase H.Q. was released by Tatio in 1988. You may know them best as the developers of Space Invaders. In Chase H.Q., you're a Miami Vice-looking cop driving a Porsche with a 2-speed gear shift and a turbo button on the side. You have 60 seconds to catch up to the criminal and ram his car until it's too damaged to drive. Chase H.Q. was a fairly successful game for Tatio, spawning 2 arcade-based sequels, Special Criminal Investigation in 1989 and Super Chase Criminal Termination in 1992. It was also ported to a number of PCs and consoles, including the Amiga, Commodore 64, NES, Genesis, and TurboGrafx-16, to name a few. In perfect working condition, a Chase HQ arcade can sell for around $600.
Unfortunately, mine isn't exactly in working condition. I bought it as a pet project from Dart, actually, for $40. Pretty much everything seems to be here, at least the most expensive and important parts, like the PCB and whatnot. But there's certain fuses that are missing, capacitors and transistors that need to be replaced, but overall, I'd say 90% of it is here. It's just that 70% of it needs to be replaced, but just the least expensive portion.
What confuses me most, though, is Chase HQ came out as JAMA was becoming the arcade standard, so it is and is not JAMA. Thus, repairs become more complicated. The Japan Arcade Machine Manufacturers Association, or JAMA standard, was invented in 1985. It's a standard 56-way connector used on arcade boards to simplify conversion of cabinets from one game to another. Before JAMA, every arcade used its own proprietary connection setup, making repairs harder. The JAMA standard allowed plug-and-play cabinets to be created, reducing the cost to arcade operators, where an unprofitable game could be replaced with another game by a simple swap of the game PCB. In my research, Chase HQ is a bit of a Frankenstein's monster when it comes to JAMA, so I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but I can't exactly break it since it's already broken.
So if any of you have any tips, advice, whatever, I'm more than open to your suggestions about the arcade cabinet. I'd really like to get this thing done, but we'll see. Thanks for stroking my ego.